Hey folks, what's going on? Eats the RC coming back with another review. So it's been a while. I just don't have time, and I literally have got like 10 minutes before my work call after I get my kids off to school. So I bought this car with high hopes, given the LDRC rear-wheel drive car, just because the body was so freaking ridiculously beautiful. I ordered the white one, and that took too long to get here, so I got impatient. So I ordered the blue one. So I got both a white and a blue one. But nonetheless, I'm gonna do a quick box opening. We'll go over the car, we'll go over the pros, areas of improvement. We'll do some running video. This one will be quick because this is a pretty simple car. There's not much to it. So let's get to it. Just gonna open this. This was, I think, like, when I paid for it, it was like $30 shipped. You can get them for $25 shipped now off of AliExpress, so I wouldn't worry too much about destroying the box or whatever when you open it. This is not a collector item. This is just a cool little car. All right, let's go. All right, this massive, big-ass remote is the starting piece, and it's actually feels pretty good. Not a lot of functionality, but yeah, it's I think it only runs off of a couple of batteries instead of 4. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. There's really not much adjustability on this thing. It's got steering, trim, that's it. No throttle dual rate, no nothing else. It's got a nice little thumb shifter here, but this thing runs off of 1S, so I doubt this thing's going to get squirrely on you and kind of get out of control. But the reason I bought this was really more for the body, right? The body. That thing is ridiculous. It's, almost Kyosho quality in terms of hard plastics. You're gonna get some inserts here. Let me open this up real quick for you to show you. You're gonna get all the little plastic pieces here for the windshield wipers and the air inlets, or whatever you call them. It's got buckets. You can even put LEDs down here. It's got buckets in the front, buckets in the back. And there's a company, they advertise on Best Buy boxes that has a really nice livery kit for the Golf Polo R. I bought a couple of those, so I'll do another review once I get these stickered up. I think they'll look amazing. Anyway, the looks is fantastic. And okay, how does it run, you ask? Well, that's where we need some areas of improvement. LDRC, I think you probably can done a better job with this. But let me, before I get to that, I think what's really also exciting is that there are some other styles coming, and I think that's cool. This probably looks like the Audi. Not really sure what this looks like. This is probably the Toyota GR. I will buy all of these just for the body. Now that they're coming down to like the $25 price point, 25 bucks for a cool body all day long. I'll buy every single one. An interesting thing that this is not 98 millimeter like I thought it was. It's actually 102 millimeter, which made it a perfect candidate to swap over a different chassis if I didn't like the way it runs. So let's talk about the way it runs and what it is. So I've got another one I'm going to show you with the top off. All right, here we go. This is it with the top off. It's 4-wheel drive. All 4 are locked, no differential, and the big bummer, no suspension at all. So this is more of like a toy grade car with a 3-wire servo for the steering. So if you do dismantle it to run it on another body, and I'll show you what I did. I actually converted one of these to run on a W Toys with an extended wheelbase at 102 millimeter. Perfect fit, and it runs amazing with that cool body. The other thing that I noticed is that they have proprietary wheels. So this is not gonna use like the Mini Z. It's not going to use, why am I doing this? Let me just show you the wheels. So it comes with 2 sets of wheels of plastic. These are hard. And then it comes with the rubber. The other thing is this thing comes with only a 1S, so you might be able to run it on 2S, but you know, I personally wouldn't recommend it because I don't know anything about the electronics. So it's only a 1S, so it's rather, I would say, almost slow. It may be good on drifting, and we'll do both on the hardwood floor. We'll do some regular racing with a little road course, and then drifting, just to show you what it looks like. Looks like a 130 motor. You might be able to swap and upgrade electronics, but given the basicness of the chassis, I would not recommend it. So the wheels are proprietary. They have like this almost Mini Z like oblong hole, but it's too big. It won't fit a Mini Z. So you can't interchange Mini Z tires, which is kind of disappointing. But nonetheless, I bought this thing for the body, honestly, thinking it was a 98, but to my surprise, it's a 102. And guess what is a 102 coming out of the box? A WL Toys. And this is kind of where I'm excited, to be honest with you. This fits perfectly on a WL Toys, and I wanted to show you this with stock wheels on a WL Toys. So this is just a WL Toys standard car. I just cheap ESC upgrade and then a gyro enabled receiver, Dumbo RC. So if you have a Dumbo RC or DDF350, what a great budget controller that comes with mini gyro enabled receivers that are like 10, 11 bucks. So it's perfect for these like budget builds. So, you know, fits perfectly. It sits real nice and flush. It's the perfect width. It's just great overall. And then with these, you know, you obviously have the differentials. You've got variable speed. You can, you know, have infinite adjustability and tuning with the radio. And then you've got some shock tuning and obviously a WL Toys. So if you've got a WL Toys laying around, this is the perfect body swap. And I can't wait to get delivery to show you guys what it looks like with delivery and maybe some upgraded wheels, etc. You know, this thing is nice. I put a little bit of grease in the WL Toys shocks, and it drifts great, races great. It's just great all around. So there you have it, folks. We'll do a running video, and we'll also do a side-by-side, like what you can get for a car for like 25 bucks, or if you buy a $35 WL Toys, add a $25 body, what you can get yourself into in totality here. But both bodies are great. I have the livery kits coming for both bodies. I have a feeling I'm gonna just convert both of these to run on a WL toy chassis. This is just more toy grade, to be honest with you. So nonetheless, let's go to the running footage, and I'll do some commentary on how they run. Till next time, folks, and sorry this was a little bit rushed. I'm just trying to do it before one of my meetings. Take care, folks. Have a great day. Hey, folks, Eats the RC. Today we're doing a little comparison between the the LDRC2801, which is a 1S LiPo. It's got both race tires and drift tires. It's kind of slow, no suspension. And all four wheels are locked. It's actually fun, but it's really, comparison to these two is no match at all. This is a WL Toys with the 2801 body. It's got a upgraded system in it. So what I mean by upgraded is that I've got an upgraded ESC, about $15 off of Amazon. In fact, you can actually buy two of these brushed ESCs for 15 bucks. A $12 gyro-enabled mini receiver that works with the DDF350. Highly recommend this radio. It's about 50 bucks on AliExpress, maybe 70 bucks on Amazon, full digital. And the best part of that radio, it's really good, is the receivers are cheap as hell. You can get like $10 regular receivers and like $10 mini receivers. Nobody else in the industry has a price point like that, not even Fly Sky. So let's put this back on. And what potentially could be the star of the show is the GBL 143. Now, I did paint this one, crappy paint job, but these come all-wheel drive. The new ones come with a gyro. They have front suspension out of the box, no rear suspension out of the box, but if you look at my other videos, there's a way to do something similar to a rear suspension here. So these things are really cool, and I'm gonna run it here. So first we'll do a run on rubber tires on all three, and then we'll switch to drift tires on all three, and we'll do them door. This is a quick makeshift course on hardwood, so even rubber's gonna have a hard time like really gripping the floor. But this should be fun. And for those of you that watched the 2801 unboxing, this is your chance to see the 2801 in a running fashion against others. So I'll link this video to the original 2801, and then we'll have a standalone video. Just having a little bit of fun, showing you 3 different fun mini RCs that you can run at home. $28 LDRC all-wheel drive, about $35 WL toys. Obviously this one is $60 when you count the body here. And then non-gyro Gia Bell 143 is about 25 to 30 bucks. The one with gyro, which is the one I recommend, an adjustable gyro, comes fully built into it, is about $35 to $40. My bet is if you had 30 to 40 bucks and you want to drive inside and you want to race and drift, get one of these. They're amazing for the money. Anyway, so let's do a quick driving video. Let's see how bad of a driver I am. We'll start with the easiest one to drive, which is the LDRC, mainly because it's the slowest. All right, let's see. This is all-wheel drive. The tires actually have good grip. If you hear that choppiness, it's because the car has a solid axle. And you know, when the car is turning, it's chopping because one wheel is turning faster than the other when you're turning. And when they both have good grip, something's got to give. If it had a differential, it wouldn't be doing that. But the rubber tires have actually really impressive grip, better than the stock WL tires, which we're going to see next. I have a feeling this is going to be a better drifter on very smooth surfaces. And we'll see it next when we do the drift cars. So that was the LDRC2801. All right, next up, let's do the WL toys. This has got a gyro, it's got an upgraded receiver and ESC. It's too fast for this course. It's a little bit hard to handle, but I'll do my best to show you kind of what it's going to do. So for general purpose, like I would say bashing around inside the house, this is would be my choice, or the 143. This one is just far more tunable. You can tune the suspension. It's easy to upgrade parts. There's some parts availability, and a lot of people actually turn these into drift cars. I'm one of the few people that does the K9s race and rally. Can you tell I drive better when I shut up? And right now this is at about 75%. I can't do this course on full throttle. Fun little car, man. I have a bunch of these WL toys. Multiple all-wheel drive, race versions. I'm even working on a rear-wheel drive drift one. I think my battery's running low, so let's go ahead and call this one quits. All right, what might be the star of the show, the 143. Let's get this one on the track. All right, this one has rubber tires, so it should be one of the fastest, and I'm actually gonna run it on slow speed 1 lap, medium speed 2nd lap, high speed 3rd lap. So this is the slowest speed 1st lap. Well, let's do one more lap on I forgot to set the trim. That's why I'm a little wonky. All right. And it does have brakes. You can see that. All right. Now we're going to go to medium speed. For indoor racing, you get 2 or 3 of these. Set up a course like this. This is your best bet. A, you're not going to break anything if you run into the wall. And they're just easy to control. Especially if you get the gyro version. And it has a very nice linear power delivery. So when you pull the throttle, it doesn't go 100%. It steps up slowly from like 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way to 100. Or maybe like it starts you at like 50% and builds up to 100. So it's almost like a real car would accelerate. So if I go, I'm gonna pull the trigger all the way and watch like how the car slowly accelerates. Well, I lost it under the couch. Starting to lose traction now. The front has more grip than the rear, which helps. And one way to do that, fix that, is to apply a little bit of moisture to the back tires so that they have better grip again. In my case, just spit on the damn tire or just get like a nice little wet towel. And for those of you grossed out, wear shoes off household, so don't worry. I could do this all day. This is so much fun. Here, let me turn this down a little bit so you can see the car making the turn down here. So that was medium speed. Now check out full speed. This thing is a hoot. You really have to get off the gas to make the turn, or it's just gonna go wide. If I had more of this rubber track material, the silicone, I'd make like a more intricate track for this indoors, but man, look how well this thing goes. There you have it. Well, as far as today, you can see this thing drove the best. Now, let's put drift tires on all of them and try that again. What's up, y'all? Eats the RC back. So now we got everything on drift tires. Let's see how they do. So this is, again, this is the LDRC. We'll continue on evaluating this one. It's all-wheel drive. All 4 wheels are locked. 1S power, so it's kind of slow, but I think it'll do a lot better on drifting. Again, you're gonna do, this is more of like a drift rally, not like drifting in circles, although I'll do a couple of circles in each just to show you. LDRC, WL toys upgraded with a gyro, and then this is the little 143 Gia Bell upgraded with a gyro as well. Now you can buy these with gyro already installed. Okay, so let's do this. Let me set the camera up. You can see the entire. Sup, fellas, everybody, guys and gals, Eats the RC back. Okay, we're gonna continue the evaluation of the LDRC2801 in drift mode. And we added my WL toys. This is a stock car with just some upgraded electronics. Looks really cool with these wheels, don't you think, guys? That's so cool. And then the LDRC body, and then the Gia Bell 143, one of my favorite $30 cars ever. So let's see how these all do from a drifting perspective. And this is more of like a drift rally course, not like drifting in circles, although we'll do a couple of rounds in circles just to show you. All right, LDRC up. So as promised, we'll do a couple of circles. I'll kind of go here and we'll just do it's okay. The lack of gyro and lack of differential and lack of suspension really hurt it, but let's do a couple of laps. See that over rotation, because I'm a bad driver, wouldn't happen with a car that had a gyro. Oh, missed that turn big time. See, like I can't even, and I'm trying my best. I'm not a bad driver. It's just, this car is really hard to drive. I don't know if you guys seen videos of people driving them good. They must have taken 15 takes. I'm just doing one take, and you get to see kind of what it's like. And I'm an okay driver. I'm not that bad. It's just hard to control. Okay, let's do the WL toys next. That's enough of that. The WL toys, again, this is just to give you an overview. It's got an upgraded receiver and ESC, so probably $40 between the ESC and the receiver, and then if you count the body, another $25. This thing has some gyro turned on now, so you should see it like a little bit more stable. Oh, the battery died. What a bummer. All right, let's do one more lap. I'm gonna turn the speed up a little bit on this and see if we can bust out one more lap, because I really don't want to do this whole clip again. All right, try one more lap and we're done. Oh, it died again. What a bummer. Let's see if we can come back to this. I can probably change the battery out pretty quick if I can find another one. Let's do the 143 and we'll come back to this one. All right, unplug the battery. Sorry for the delay. Maybe I'll cut this out of the video because this was not anticipated. All right. All right. LDRC. It's got a little bit of gyro. I should turn the gyro up on this thing. Oh, and I forgot to I put a couple little tiny metal plates. They're flush with the body, but they add more weight to the bottom of the car. It really helps it drive better. But it doesn't affect it really much on drifting. It's more for racing. This is one of my favorites to drive, man. I drifted on medium speed. Here, let me do a couple of circles for you guys. Such controlled drift. Look how controlled that is. I can do a little circle, I can do a bigger circle, I can switch directions. I need a little bit more gyro in this. Off the damn car, where'd you go? could tell you guys, this is 100% not my best driving, but we're not doing any retakes because I don't have time for that. This is where if I knew how to add music to my videos, or actually took time to learn how to do it, it'd be a lot more enjoyable. Anyway, here we go. I'll be back in a second with the WL toys. Okay, we're back comparing the LDRC to the 143, and now we're gonna do the WL toys run. This is a standard WL toys, not much upgraded in terms of suspension and whatnot. It's got a $10 ESC and a $10 receiver. And these are some wheels I had laying around that were on a Mini Z. All right, let's get this thing on the body, get it centered, and let's give it a whirl. Show you guys finally the much better control out of all the three. Indeed. I mean, that's where the differential and suspension really pays off, and a good remote pair to the car. So let's run a few laps on this and then we'll shut it down for the day. Actually, I probably would be better suited to turn down the speed on this thing. It's got too much speed and it's harder to control when the speed is up. So I'm going to turn throttle down to about 80%. All right. That's better. I think the gyro is fighting the direction change a little bit. This course is tougher than it looks with a car that's sliding around, by the way. It's tougher than trying to like just do little circles around the cone. It's better suited for like racing if you have some higher grip tires. See, I've got to punch the throttle and turn to get it to change direction. Last lap and we'll wrap it up. Very nice. All right, let's just do a quick recap and we'll wrap it up. So, LDRC, decent car, more toy grade in terms of the way it operates. It's saving grace. It's got an amazing body, and I know they're going to release more bodies, and guess what? I'm going to buy them just because I love rally cars. You know, once you put like the trimmings on and the the mirrors and, you know, puts a light kit on it and maybe put a like a livery kit, these things will look amazing. My personal preference is to buy that for the body, you know, see if you can get it on sale for $20, $25 and then put it on something like a WL Toys. It'll run amazing and then it'll look amazing, and these are very versatile. You can race them and you can drift them. They're just great all around cars. I've always been the WL Toys K989, K969, and then the newer one is like 280 something 24. They're great. But if you only had $30 to spend or $40 to spend and you did not want to spend anymore, I would get the gyro version of this car. They're tremendous fun. You can have more fun inside of the house in small tight spaces, more so than these. This is okay. This you'd really need some space because it's just fast, man. But this thing, you have like the multiple speeds, the slow, medium, high. It's just a great little car. And, you know, it's got suspension in the front. You look at my other videos on how to do rear suspension. Once you do the rear suspension mod, I add a little bit of weight down here just for like grip racing, just to add some grip, but it's not required. This would take my vote, but you know, this is cool. For $25, it's really not bad, but for me, I'll buy them because I want the body. The body's amazing, and to me, it's worth $25. There you have it, folks. Enjoy.